Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the Theme Park Evangelist. A quick YouTube video before I go to bed for the night. So I already finished all my homework for my public speaking class. I've literally got one more assignment due, and it's not even due till next week, which technically is Sunday, and that's for my other class, my um, succeeding in college class, and that's it. And I'm already going to go ahead and do that tomorrow. Even though I technically also have Saturday and Sunday, I figured, what the heck, might as well get over and done with. I mean, it looks pretty simple for the most part. I just gotta click on a few links and then type up a paper about it, which I like typing papers. So that's more or less what I'll do tomorrow, unless I'm like exhausted, then I won't worry about it. So it depends on my energy. I mean, I've literally got 3 days to get it done, so even if I don't get it done tomorrow night, I'm not worried about it. I could spend the next 3 days working on it if I really want to. But anyway, the last time I saw you guys, I was telling you guys about Publix coming to Kentucky, and of course, I also had this really bad sore throat. It was awful. And then, of course, I actually woke up my mom, which that wasn't that great. But the main reason why I want to talk to you guys tonight is because I wanted to tell you guys that I did officially book my flight to Central Florida. So I will tell you this right now. There's, not 100% possibility. I'm trying to see if I can adjust this light. But yeah, there's not 100% possibility that um, Tristan's gonna come or not. But we're gonna say uh, maybe for now. But otherwise, let me see if I can maybe turn this way. That might be a little better. That way, you guys at least can see me a little better. Anyway, it's just a lot going on with him. But hey, if it's just me going, that's fine. It just means that I can go whenever I want and I can leave whenever I want. So the original plan was for me to fly down there on the 25th, which is a Thursday. It's Thursday, February 25th, 2021. And the reason why I chose that particular day is because I literally was just going to go down, celebrate his birthday, go do the Orlando Forum meetup, which honestly I haven't heard anything about that yet. And just stay for a couple more days and then go back. But I was looking at the airfare this morning, and I'm not even kidding. The cheapest I found was like $150 just for one way. I was like, what the heck? I was like, there's no way I'm paying that. So I was like, looking at all these different airfare options. I even looked at the day before, not any better. And I'm like, okay, I've got a bit of a problem here. So I'm like, well, let's try Wednesday then. Actually, Wednesday was a lot cheaper. And I figured, well, at this point, I might as well just fly out on Tuesday. So at that point, the Ark is going to be closed Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So literally, I could just have Sunday, Monday off already from the Ark because of the fact that the Ark is already closed Tuesday. We're technically closed, though I could do, projects around the Ark on the Tuesday. So I just took Tuesday off. Sorry, as a vacation day. And I'm flying out that afternoon around 1 o'clock. I don't know what I'm going to do after that. So that means I'll have all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, all day Friday. I didn't really have anything planned per se until Thursday evening. Definitely not till Friday. As of right now, the current plan is Friday. I'm we're hoping to go to SeaWorld and go ride Icebreaker because of the fact that Icebreaker and Iron Gwazi are literally supposed to open around the same rough time. Now, I think I did mention this when, excuse me, so sorry. I did mention this when TJ was here, excuse me, um, not too long ago. But, he and I are, or he and I, well, basically found out about the Iron Gwazi and Icebreaker grand opening dates, which are early next year. So he was like, "Yeah, you should do a YouTube video on it." I was like, "Dude, that is a really good idea. We should." So literally right there in Mzara's kitchen, we did it right, which is too funny. And we decided since more than likely it's just gonna be me going down anyway. I might as, or the two of us might as well go over to SeaWorld and just go ride Icebreaker. I don't really anticipate upon us doing anything else unless, excuse me, the two of us ride like Manta, excuse me. Guess my stomach's having issues or something. Excuse me. Manta, Kraken, possibly Journey to Atlantis, Mako, and then of course Icebreaker because that's someone we really, really, really want to ride. I don't really think we're going to do anything else. I would love to go see the Stingrays, of course. But hey, at least I'll have another SeaWorld vlog. I literally only have a couple. I only have two Busch Gardens vlogs. I could ask him, does he want to go to Busch Gardens if, the opportunity arises? I don't know if we'll do Iron Gwazi per se, but I was supposed to call him tonight. I didn't know he was done bowling right at 7:40, and that's literally when I got in my car. Right, so I get in my car, and I was like really in the mood for music, and I'm just driving along, and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if I should call TJ up, and excuse me, I'm so sorry. I wonder if I should call up TJ and just see how he's doing. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, he's got to be bowling. Because the last thing I want to do is call him when he's bowling and him go, hold on a second, let me go bowl, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I don't have time for this. Just want to figure this out. That's literally where my brain's at right now. So, anyway, that's my biggest reason for not calling or TJ tonight. Now TJ is not doing anything tomorrow night, to my knowledge. I mean, I'll check. I mean, he could be slow when I call him if he is closing tomorrow night. I'm hoping and praying he's opening tomorrow so I can call him on my way home. And if he is opening, there won't be anything for him to do that night. So, perfect time for me to call him. So, that was my thought. I figured, well, maybe I'll call him tomorrow night instead and figure out everything. So, I'll message him in a little bit and figure it out. So, that's where we're at right now. I still really want to go to the Orlando Farmer meetup. I just don't know anything about it yet. I'm still waiting on them to announce something about it, and then I'll figure it out from there. So, until I know for sure if it's going to happen or not, I'm just going to say, no, I don't know. Otherwise, I covered the main things. I did also find out a major Walt Disney World announcement today. Um, Disney finally decided they're going to make Rise of the Resistance a standby queue line, and they're going to pause the virtual queue. Apparently, it's so dead at Disney's Hollywood Studios right now, they decided, well, we might as well just go ahead and turn it into a standby queue line. I don't know how long this is going to last, so if you really want to go ride Rise of the Resistance and you haven't had a chance before because it's been a virtual queue and you haven't had a chance to snag hold of the virtual queue, I go for it. And I'll tell you right now, if I haven't told you before, the reason why I got on the virtual queue is because I had watched the Tim Tracker and enough YouTubers to know what I was doing. I think TJ also kind of knew, so we literally got up before 7 o'clock on March the 1st, which is the day I'm actually flying back home next year. So I flew in late, or actually, I drove in later this year, but next year I'm coming a little earlier, but I'm leaving earlier. Like it for me, it varies every single year. Sometimes I come in earlier in February and I leave earlier in March, or sometimes I come in later in February and I leave later in, or into like late first week of March. It just depends on circumstances, and it depends on who I'm going with. Like this year, I went with my brother, so I'm going by myself. So that's usually when I go because I go by myself. I fly and I go based on cheap airfare, and usually cheap airfare is based on time of the year and day of the week. I've noticed that, but otherwise, we were up around 6:45 in the morning or so. I had been sleeping on the air mattress the whole time I was with him, of course. So yeah, I didn't always get a lot of sleep, and it was probably the most intense 15 minutes of my life, and we had to make sure our all of our tickets were linked to our my Disney experiences. I guess his aunt was up early and was ready. Both TJ and I were in the same room together, and we both were just like constantly waiting. We were both on my virtual queue. Jonathan was not even up yet, and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. We're yelling, "Go, go, go!" It was insane. And TJ literally got a hold of a virtual queue before me. It was during that crazy time when it was still busy at Disney, but not like it is now. Like I would definitely say this is probably the slowest I've seen Disney in a long time. I don't really know what's going on. Like we were still, in the pandemic phase back then. So, from my understanding, when I went, Disney World was like all masks and stuff like that, like everywhere. It was kind of weird. A lot of people are having a hard time with it. A lot of the queues were like 6 feet apart, so it made them seem longer. And then I guess right after I left, they started trying to go back to normal, but it didn't last. And then they started, or we're now in this vaccine phase, and I guess a lot of people are scared off by it. But yet, I'm not seeing it everywhere. Like, it depends on where you go, and I know that Disney World is very liberal. Like, let's look at the Ark, for example. We're maxing out at um, a couple of thousand a day, a few thousand a day on the weekends, or at least Saturdays. I mean, over the summer, we're getting like several thousand a day. It was insane. Like, I think the Ark and the Creation Museum are doing extremely well. I think even Disney is kind of jealous of us because, in some ways, we're doing better than Disney, and that's a good thing. I mean, I'm obviously not gonna say exactly how well the Ark is doing as far as getting like people in the doors, but I am gonna say that the Ark is doing very, very well. But I am kind of curious to see what Walt Disney World is going to be like come next February. Keep in mind, I have not flown since, um, when was it? It was last year sometime. It was late February. of last year, and it was right around that weird time when masks were still not a thing. So I don't know what's gonna happen with the mask thing and the planes. I don't even know if Walt Disney World's still gonna be all pro mask come next February. I guess time will tell. I always come whenever things are changed. I mean, come on, for one thing, when I went to Walt Disney World last February, I didn't even have to wear a mask whatsoever in the parks. And then this year I did have to wear a mask. Who knows what's going to happen next year? Things can change at any time. Like, who knows? Maybe I will have to wear a mask on the plane this time. I mean, go back and launch my Central Florida vlogs from last year, and you'll see for yourself. I truly indeed was walking through an airport without a mask on. And you're probably wondering how. Isn't there a pandemic going on? No, it had not quite reached that point yet. I literally got back the day before at hit northern Kentucky. Like when we went to main event in Orlando, it had just started hitting Florida. Just. So I think that says a lot right there. But what blows my mind is I didn't get really, really sick, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about, until July. And that was like over a year after this whole pandemic craze happened, so sorry I keep bumping the laptop. But I covered a lot tonight, so you guys know I'm for sure going to Central Florida next February. Yes, I wish I was going the 50th, which is in just a couple of weeks. My dad even has a free ticket. The problem is, I just don't have the money for it. I know, what a disappointment, isn't it? But, hey, I'm sorry. It is what it is. Life will move on. I'll have to do a YouTube video. I'm actually trying to get the 30th off right now, so the next schedule that comes out, sorry, bumped it again. I'm hoping and praying to get Tuesday and Thursday off, or Wednesday and Thursday off, or Sunday and Thursday off, because of the fact that I have a neurologist appointment on the 30th. I would have loved to take the first off and the second off and just fly down just for a couple of days. But, oh well, when you don't have the money, you don't have the money. It is what it is. Until then, I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night. Peace out. And I did it again.